out there at home and everybody here. I'm going to show you, we went over yesterday, a few little exercises that you can do. You don't have to get up and, go to the gym and, lift weights. That's favorable, yes. But sometimes, when we're sick or when we're on an airplane or, when we just want to actually start something, you can start small and get the body moving. Because yesterday we talked about how our heart, pumps our blood, but unless we get up and move, our lymph doesn't move, and that becomes stagnant, and our organs become stagnant and sick as well. Gallbladders, livers, tonsils, appendix. So these are some things that you can do. All right, now hang on a second. Let me get my little 5-minute marker up here. So, all right. So, all right. First, let's take a breath. Just lift your arms up and take a breath. And then push it out. And then take another one and push it out. And then that kind of gets your chest expands, your diaphragm expands. You can do it again if you want. All right, and let's start at the bottom like we did yesterday. Put your feet out there. And when you put your feet out, just stick them out in front and then push forward and then bring your toes back towards you so that you can feel that kind of in your calf muscles. Push out toward, bring it back. So then that's going to exercise those calf muscles. A lot of people, when they travel in a car, in a plane, or just sitting for a conference a long time, just keep pushing those things and then pulling them back. You can get a blood clot like that if we're not moving. So we don't want those kinds of things to happen to us. So, all right. Everybody feel that? Feel the, and you don't have to do a whole lot especially when you're starting out. You don't have to, go out and really, sweat to death or lift a bunch of weights. It's just a matter of getting your body moving. That's the thing that makes the difference. Okay, let's move up to the hips. Bring your leg up and cross it if you can. And you feel that? You feel that in your hips? Feel that in your hip. Kind of push down on your knee a little bit. Just gently push down on your knee. You should feel that like right there in your hip, right? And as we age, we tend to squish up, right? So we have to keep everything kind of stretched out. And the hips are one of the biggest joints that we need to work on, because if your hips aren't stretched out and loose, then that's going to cause back problems. It starts in the low back, and there's a lot of people when they're older have low back problems. Swap legs. And same thing, get that leg up there. Get your hind leg up there. That's what my grandpa used to say. Just kind of push down. You feel that kind of in your hip. Yeah, I see some of the expressions on your face.
More on one side than the other.
Yeah, because you might be tighter on one side than the other. For like your back could be out of alignment and you could be using one side more than the other. Okay. All right, now take your arm and reach it across your chest. Woo. All right, and then pull like that. And you should feel that kind of in your shoulder and down this way a little bit. And then swap arms. And bring it this way a little bit. Everybody feel that? Found some muscles you didn't know you had? Or forgot they were there? All right, now, kind of face forward, grab your chair, and kind of twist. Give your gizzard a little twist. And then twist the other way as much as you can. And and you don't have to twist a long ways. Just twist that. That kind of helps loosen your back up. It gives your organs a nice little squeeze in there, kind of gets them moving a little bit. All right. Now look up and then down and then go sideways and then sideways. Okay. Fun fact. Did you know that if you have problems here with like your jaw muscles or your neck muscles, it will cause you to trip because all of this is connected to your feet. So, yeah. So, this stretching, like what we've been doing. Let's see how much time we got left. Oh, wow. That was pretty much right on the nose. We made it. We made it, and everybody's still here.
Upright.
We're still upright. Yep, we made it. I had a crown placed. I didn't have a root canal. It was just a crown, and the dentist wasn't able to grind my tooth off, because you're all numb. And so I was supposed to come back the next day. Well, he had a feisty person at the front desk, and so that didn't happen. So for 3 months, it didn't happen. So I had back problems. All of a sudden, I started having back problems, and it hurt. I mean, it hurt so bad. I actually had to take something for it, and I don't never take anything. So this went on for 3 months. Finally, I was able to get the tooth fixed, ground off to where, my bite was correct. As soon as he did that, my back released. So it matters.
I don't know if we can ask questions and stuff.
Yeah.
You had shared some things yesterday when we were walking, and I'd like to write it down. You were talking about if we know people that have Lyme's disease, something that can be done for that.
I use Cellcore stuff. Some other people use other things, but I've seen really cool things happen with Cellcore products. And Cellcore was it's CELLCORE.com. And the man that designed it was, he's a chiropractor, and he had Lyme disease. And they teased him when he was in chiropractic college. They called him Sleepy because he couldn't stay awake. He was always asleep. And he knew that the medical field didn't offer him that much. And come up, and the Cellcore product, all of their products are natural. They're completely it's herbs and stuff like that. They have one product that is synthesized. And it's TUDCA, and it's for the liver, but it's usually made out of bear liver or bull liver, which there's no clean sources. So they synthesize that product, but there's 0 side effects with it. So that's my experience. What I've used, other folks have used some other things. There's never only one way to do things, but that's the one that I've seen and that I like. The Cellcore products, same thing. We have there's when we eat right and stuff like that. I see you. Okay, when we eat right and stuff like that, that's gonna help, because a lot of the kids with autism and stuff, the things that make them worse are the grains, the dairy, the sugar, and stuff like that. But a lot of times these kids also have like heavy metals and mold and stuff like that they're battling. And the Cellcore products they have taken kids that are like, they don't make eye contact or they don't speak, and they all of a sudden they become verbal. They'll make eye contact, and there's some where they've actually had complete reversal.
So in regards to because I know somebody very close who's had a vaccine, and pretty sure they've had, like, they're on the verge of a stroke because their whole eyes hangs down.
Oh, wow.
And what's happening is that probably, like, they're, it's just having an effect. He can't open his eye properly. Like, we've seen some of the people had the eye problem with the vaccine stuff. I'm just kind of wondering, do you know if there's anything to reverse anything like that? that we can
The vaccine is it's an RNA, and to make our DNA, we take up RNA. So that gets into your DNA and it completely changes it. But again, the Cellcore stuff came out with some stuff to kind of lessen the effects. Now, there's only so much that it can do, and then of course, we know that it sheds, right?
it's forever.
Yeah, it's a forever thing, but there are things that you can do to kind of help it. And there's a what's it called? It's called the spike kit or something. Spike protein.
Yeah.
The spike kit, and it helps to lessen the symptoms, or if somebody has long COVID symptoms, it helps with that.
Yeah.
So
Downtown, they didn't want to take it, but they said, he was forced because of his job and stuff. Not really forced. He had the choice.
everybody's got a
His
choice,
job, but the
and
point
it's
is that he said he took one for the team for his family to keep his job, and ended up that he had the side effects. He's been sick since that. Every month he has a sickness, and then now he's set.
it wreaks havoc. I mean, any vaccine wreaks havoc on your immune system.
It's actually Kelly's son. So.
Yeah, because she was telling me they and if you, I mean, it's like if, whoops, okay. It was reminding me it went off. Like I ride an ambulance, so I see things, and the people that get the pneumonia shot, they end up with pneumonia. The people that get the shingles shot end up with shingles. Now I there's certain things I don't do or I don't believe in, but those kinds of things I think are a very personal choice. I mean, if that is your choice and if that is what makes you feel safe, by all means have at it.
Because you have your own conscience.
Exactly. I'll have to live. I mean, but the jab, we all that kind of has done. But yeah, Cellcore does manufacture some products that kind of helps alleviate the long COVID symptoms.
I think I mentioned this already, but I was watching a video that if you didn't get a jab, but you have to have a blood transfusion, there's no guarantee that it's not from somebody that had the jab.
Okay, and did
And you end up with the spikes.
Yeah, exactly. Because if I've had the shot, and I give blood, and you haven't, and you take my blood, it'll be just like you had the shot.
Exactly.
Okay, and did you? They're putting it in the animals as well. Did you know that your all right, you go out and you step on a rusty nail. What's the first thing they want you to do? Tetanus shot. You know what that tetanus shot's made out of? Human plasma. I worked at a plasma center, so I know it comes in there. And I know most of the people that came in there had that shot. So
mercury in it as well.
Yeah, but if you take that tetanus shot, guess what you?
I know it's in the ones that the little ones.
Yeah, the other ones, but yeah, in the tetanus, that's human body fluids. So